Good evening, everyone in Europe, and welcome to the Crossroads Confined Music Festival. Good afternoon to those of y'all in New York and elsewhere in the States. My name is George Kilby Jr., and I'm proud to be part of this thing. My thanks to Christoph and all the folks putting it together. Gonna begin with a tune called "You Never See the Hand Throw the Stone." I recorded it with the great Phil Wiggins on my last record. And through this set, I'm coming to you from my log cabin here in upstate New York. Through this set, I'll tell you a lot about myself and about the songwriting process. But I approached the gig just like it was a regular gig. It's around 4. I'll play till 4:30. And we hope you enjoy it. Anyway, this tune begins with the death of the great Dr. King. They shot him down 'cause he had a dream. You should have heard all those people singing down in Selma, Alabama, marching in the street. Singing, "We shall overcome," all the way to D.C. Little skinny girl sure could sing the blues. She told the world about that strange fruit shining in the firelight, hanging off the tree. Pinstripe suit on the lily white sheet. You never see the hand, you never see the hand, you never see the hand throw the stone. Nailed him up there on the tree 'cause he raised the rabble and he talked of peace, and he hung out with the hookers and the beggars in the street. He was messing with the money of the scribes and Pharisees. Heal the sick. Some folks say he raised the dead, but I never heard exactly what he said. Oh, but I read some books, I seen some preachers on TV. Man, I sure wish I'd have been there to satisfy my curiosity. And you never see the hand, you never see the hand, never see the hand throw the stone. You never see the hand. You never see the hand. Never see the hand throw the stone. No, you don't. You never see the hand throw the stone. Anyway, y'all, as I said, it's wonderful to be here. I'm George Kilby Jr. There is a way to donate. I don't know exactly how that is, but I assume PayPal is fine. I'm sure you can go on Facebook or many other social media, YouTube, the Crossroads Confined Festival. If you Google that, I'm sure you'll find a way. The money goes partly to the artist, which is great, 80%, I believe, and then the rest to charities and to the festival itself. So I believe PayPal George Kilby Jr. is good enough, but I should have done my homework a little better. But anyway, as I said, it's great to be here in my living room and be able to talk and have a little bit of a conversational type of gig with you, wherever you are. Gonna play another tune that's pretty new, and you know, the second verse of that song, that last song, talked about Jesus and all the mystery surrounding him. This is kind of a comical one about doubting Thomas. You know, when I was a kid, I went to church, you know, with my grandmother and my parents and everything. And my grandmother always used to say, "Son, you got to be a member of the church." She said, "Church." Anyway, so I remember a lot of the hymns, especially during Christmas and Easter. And I remember the story of doubting Thomas. You know, he was the guy who doubted that Jesus, you know, rose, and he needed more proof. And so I decided to write a tune like, what if doubting Thomas was with us today? You know, what if he was a scientist? So in between each verse, I stick a little hymn in there. Let's see if you recognize this. There you go. That's a hymn from Easter. Anyway, that's a little joke I threw in there between each verse. But this is kind of a New Orleans funk tune, and included it on the newest album called Doubting Thomas. I'm looking for a man God holds in his hands. Mister, tell me, has he come your way? We're calling him a star, but he's got no guitar. Is it hype, or is it just hearsay? He got press that never ends. He put a buzz on my friends. I still never heard him sing. He's a man without a stage, still rocking in the age when Google and the dollar is king. My name is Tom, I do a lot of .com. Make my living with a microscope. Don't need no tales about the fishes and the whales from the fellas in the long white robes. I try to figure things out. When I don't, I cast doubt, and I crunch my data again. Listen to the story about the power and the glory, and I wonder what went on back messed that hymn up just a little bit. But I think you get it. There was a guy named Pete, he had a deal so sweet. He was a friend of the man from Galilee. So when the man got jailed and his hands got nailed, he told the cops a long story, so they let him be. Later on that day he was asked to say, "Hey Peter, was that man your friend?" He just looked at the ground in the morning he'd found. He denied him one more time again. 3 times, that is. I corrected the hymn that time. All the books, but it still don't look like we can figure things out from here. When we see the other side, I'm sure gonna try to ask if he will meet me for a beer. I'm gonna look him in the eye, gonna ask him why things are so hard for us down here on the ground. He might smile and he'll say, "Had to be that way," and he'll order us up another round. Yeah, you never can tell. Just might happen. Just might happen. Me and the resurrected sitting there at heaven's bar one day. Look down at the end and there's old Moses sipping a martini out of the Holy Grail. You never know. No, no. All right. One more hymn. I know you know that hymn. Hallelujah. Anyway, that's a song called Doubting Thomas. Kind of a little comical take on the Bible. I think it's a lot of fun, though. A lot of fun to think about those things and talk about them. Anyway, let's go on. Paint this thing the right color here. I'm going to do one right now that I wrote and used the help of a great children's author who's also a great songwriter, Mr. Shel Silverstein. I believe Shel is gone now, but this is a song. I was reading a children's poetry book one time that my kids had around, and Shel Silverstein, he's a funny guy too, was a funny guy. He wrote this poem about an old man and a little boy, so I incorporated the poem into this tune. I think you'll be able to tell which parts are mine and which parts are Mr. Silverstein's. It's called The Little Boy and the Old Man. Little bitty boy sat down with his head in his hand. bitty boy looked up. He said, "Mister, I don't know what to do." He said, "Sometimes I drop my spoon." The old man said, "Well, I do that too." The boy said, "Well, you know, sometimes I cry." Old man said, "Well, so do I." The little boy whispered, he said, "I wet my pants." "I do that too," laughed the little old man, and they smiled. For a while, and the time's tick-tocking away, tick-tocking away. The boy sat back down. He said, "Mister, there's just one more thing, one more thing." Old man sat back down too, said, "Son, I'm listening." "The worst thing of all," said the boy, "it seems that grown-ups don't pay attention to me." And you felt the warmth of a wrinkled old hand. "I know what you mean," said the little old man, and they smiled. For a while, and the time's tick-tocking away, tick-tocking away. Tick-tocking away, yes it is. Time's tick-tocking away. Time sure will tick-tock away. And that string sure will go out of tune. There we go. All right, well, the next tune I'm going to do is kind of a personal thing. It's a tune I wrote for my son. I wrote this when he was having some hard times. But sometimes those are the best times to write songs. I wrote it in another key, so I think I'm going to have to transpose it to sing it in this key. If you just joined us, George Kilby Jr. here from my cabin in the Catskills. I'd like to say hello to all friends in Europe, especially in Denmark and in Belgium, France, where I play every once in a while. Sweden, of course. Can't forget Sweden. Bintop used to say, "Sweden, where the people are sweet." Anyway, if you read about me on my website, which is topfrogmusic.com, or you can also search my name, you'll know I worked with Pinetop Perkins. Great piano for Muddy Waters, pianist for Muddy Waters for many years. Uh-oh. There we go. Anyway, this is called Young Man. Funny thing about this song, it only has one verse. I wrote this verse and that's it. That's enough. Young man, serve out your time. This old man is waiting right here on the other side. Young man, don't be afraid. All that you need in this world will soon come your way. Please stop chasing rainbows. You think that elude you. Your heart is as big as those mountains. They obscure your view. Open that big blackened eye. Allow the strong man to cry. And hold on to those that you love. And know they love you. Hold on to those that you love. And know they love you. Hold on to those that you love. That's for my son Arthur. Well, we got a little time left. Not a whole lot. Maybe 2 more tunes. Well, if I'm going to do a song for my boy, I'd probably do one for my gal too. Her name is Rosie. She often sings with me on small gigs, which is nice. But I wrote this tune for her. It's called She's My Rose. Tell you what, I'll finger pick some of this one. We've watched her bloom from a small, tiny seed. Some of her mom and a whole lot of me. The colors shine just as true as the time. Takes the night into brilliant sunshine. Something that you feel when she walks by. Clouds in a troubled heart turn to bright blue sky. She's a child of the earth. She was raised by a wolf. She's a beacon so strong. Can hardly look in her direction. She don't understand what she knows. She's my rose. Something that you feel when she walks by. Clouds in a troubled heart turn to bright blue sky. She's a child of the earth. She was raised by a wolf. She's a beacon so strong you can hardly look in her direction. She don't understand what she knows. She's my rose. that one's for my little girl. And I abbreviated that one, kind of made it a short song, just like Arthur's song. Keep those two short to leave time for this last one. Anyway, this last tune is really about family itself. And as you might have noticed, I've started out deep into the blues, and I've come full circle to sweet songs about my kids. But this is kind of a bluegrassy one, a bit of more of a toe tapper or a barn burner or whatever you want to call those faster bluegrass type of songs. It's a title track to my second record, second or third. Anyway, it's called Let the Melody Live On. And it's been great being here. I'm George Kilby Jr. Please do donate at the appropriate link, and the money will go to various charities, 20% of the money, and 80% to the artists. So let the melody live on. It was just a melody all alone, waiting for a home and a song. Just a bunch of twanging guitar strings, waiting to bring me home. Just some lonely notes in the scale, waiting on the singer to wail. Black and white keys of ivory, locked from me till I set them free. Gotta set them free now. Give it life and sing it loud and hope that it'll last forever. May it reach the ears of those alone. Tell them it's a million seller, even if they'll never listen. Let the melody live on and on and on. She was just another girl behind a bar. I was looking for a brand new start. Now it's just another house on the hill, dog in the yard, payments on the cars. Just another passionate night, started with a twinkle in her eye. Now it's just another diaper to change. Lord, ain't it strange how life gets rearranged? People, ain't it strange? Give them love and teach them well, you'll never live forever. May they go where you have never gone. Tell them a million reasons and they won't listen to you, but let the melody live on and on and on. Let it live on. Let the melody live on. Thank y'all for listening. I'm George Kilby Jr. See you later. Bye now.